Welcome everyone to episode number 161 of Pro NoCoders Office Hours. I'm your host, Tonya. I'm here with my co-host, Juan, and our members, Thomas, Jonathan, and Ben, and my Kim. And we're going to get started in just a moment. But before we do, I have several things to let you in on. First of all, we do office hours every day of the week, Monday through Friday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And what it is we invite our members to come on our Zoom, which we broadcast live, and they can ask us any questions they want about Bubble, and we do our best to answer them. We can't promise answers, but we promise you won't suffer alone. Then the next thing I need to let you know about is we are launching our vault on Friday. This has been a long time coming. We are going to be launching a collection of videos that we will continuously be adding to answer your Bubble questions as quickly as possible. We're focusing quite a bit on making sure that this vault is searchable and that the videos themselves, as you can see if you scroll down on this page here, pronocoders.com/vault, where you can hover over these little, timestamps, and they'll tell you what's being talked about at that time to help you kind of find what you're looking for, so you don't have to watch a bunch of video content when just a few moments will work for you. So that's launching on Friday. If you would like to be the first to know when you can sign up and actually get the launch, go ahead and give us your email and we'll send you an email when we're ready. And last but not least, tomorrow evening at this time, a special episode at 6 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. We are going to have another live broadcast, and Justin, one of our co-founders, is going to demonstrate how to create a chat feature, design a chat feature or a messaging user interface using the Flexbox editor. So we can't wait to see. We've seen Eli a few times, and now we're going to watch Justin do it. So be sure to tune in for that. You can sign up for that. We have it on our YouTube channel. So if you just go look at our channel, hopefully you'll find in our live. Let's see here. I'll find it. Yeah, in our live content, you should be able to find this. So make sure, I posted it everywhere today, so you should be able to find it on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. Go and click the link and make sure you sign up for notifications for that. All right, let's go ahead and get started with questions. I'm going to turn it over. Let's see, I think Thomas and Ben both said that they don't have questions this evening. Let's see. Jonathan or Lachlan, do you have questions this evening?
Not just yet. We'll sort of observe what's going on, I guess. We had a bit of a session with you this morning, so we're just happy to sit back and follow.
No problem. Welcome, Fabio.
Hi, Tonya.
Thank you.
I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well.
Good. I'm just going to check in with, do you say it Nahom?
Yeah, that's right. Nahom.
Hi, Nahom. How are you?
Hi, Tonya. Nice to meet you. I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Do you have any questions this evening we can answer for you?
Yeah, I have a couple. If no one else has any questions.
So far, no. We'll check in with Fabio, but you got here first. So why don't you go ahead? You can kick me off of sharing. You can go ahead and share your screen, and it will kick me off if you want.
Any question about Bubble, right?
Yep. Any question about Bubble? You can ask us other questions too. It's a toss of the coin as to whether or not I'll have any answers for you.
Sure. So one thing I was trying to do is restrict certain types of files from being uploaded into a file uploader.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering how to do that.
All right. Juan, do you have any tips and tricks on how to do that?
Yep, but I struggled a little bit in the past with that. You will use the regular file uploader of Bubble, or you will be uploading to something different like Box or Amazon S3 or another thing?
It's just a regular, it's a multi-file uploader.
Okay. Give me a sec. I check something because I remember in the past that I created a rule to check the file name, the extension, the last 4 or 3 characters of it, just as a workaround for it, with our regex, with our regex extraction of the last digits to understand what type of file was, and deactivate or activate the file uploader to make it works. But give me a second. I'm checking it in another app. Just a second to refresh my memory.
Tell us a little bit about what you're building, Nahom.
Sure. So I don't know if Fabio introduced me to you, but I'm part of his team.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we're building Arbol, and yeah, it's just a platform for social networking and crowdfunding. We're in the very early stages. We just started Bubble, so very cool. Very cool.
It is very cool. Fabio, do you want to put more detail on that?
Yeah, I can. I definitely can. So Nahom is both our engineer and also our marketing social media manager. He's been working with us now for how long has it been, Nahom? 3, 4, maybe 5 months. Yeah, so Arbol is essentially a fintech / market network that helps low-income college students raise funds to cover their life expenses, get advice, and build their network by matching them with online supporters. So we're like GoFundMe, but we are a lot more than just crowdfunding, and we're laser focused on education. We've been working on Bubble now for, how long has it been? About 3-4 weeks, more or less. And I think we're getting some momentum, getting some speed. But right now we're focusing on a really important workflow, which is enabling the students to sign up, create their profiles, and then display that information that they're sharing with us when they're like, just creating their profiles. And then lastly, we want to, like, similar to GoFundMe, right? You have you can provide you can display what your goal is, how much money you're trying to raise. So we want to incorporate payment processing as well. So we've been using a Stripe for that. And then enabling people, supporters, funders to contribute towards their goals. That's kind of like where we are right now.
That's awesome. And you said you were in either an incubator or an accelerator program?
Yeah, so we myself and my co-founder David, by the way, we are in Buffalo. Nahom is in near Atlanta, Georgia. We are here in Buffalo, New York, but we completed the Founders Institute pre-seed / idea stage accelerator back in June of this year, which was great. It was really, really good. And then currently we're going through a couple more, and that's giving us a structure when it comes to understanding deeply what are the, who is the customer, what are those pain points that we're trying to solve for. And then, validate the concept as well, right, through discovery interviews and so on, and then putting together a business model around it. So it's been really, really helpful. We launched a beta during Q3. We have 15 students signed up, about 10 supporters signed up. On top of that, we have about 5,000 students in our pipeline and about 6,000 supporters in our pipeline as well, that we're just waiting for the right time to start doing some outreach. We've been doing some outreach already, but we need more momentum, we need more speed and more manpower, but we're getting there. And then we have the opportunity to do a couple of pilots here in Buffalo with a couple of community partners. So we're getting there. We're getting some traction. Product is moving, but I share with you, Tonya, we every now and then we're moving at a good pace and then we get stuck. And then Nahum and I are like doing a bunch of research and we're like, oh gee, I wish there was an opportunity to just connect with someone who's been working on Bubble for some time and they understand it way better than we do and can help us answer a question on how to, I don't know, something silly like adding a delete button, right?
Got it.
So how do we do that at a faster pace? How can we save ourselves 40 minutes, 60 minutes of doing research? And that's where you come in.
Awesome. Perfect. Juan, are you ready?
Okay, yeah, I was checking it and I was typing some comments in the chat. Okay, so basically the file uploader from Bubble will let you upload the file to your storage. So you cannot prevent it, but you can add a hidden variable to check if the file name, the last digits, are like are an image based, for example, if it is PNG or if it is an audio file like WMB or things like that, based on that digits. And then you can enable or disable a button like to save this file to the thing or whatever based on that condition. But the file will be stored in your Bubble storage, and you will need to add also how do you say that? You will need to create a flow to delete this file from your storage if it's not stored attached to the thing that you were working.
Do you want to share your screen and show them?
Yeah.
Do you need
Yeah,
access to the sandbox?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me add you real quick. I'll add your AirDev one.
Okay.
You are invited.
A second. Okay. I will share my screen. Okay, are you viewing my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, hi Tila. I saw you came in.
Hey.
Okay. So here is our file uploader, and I will add here a text just to display the file uploader's value name, right? And let's preview this first to show you what we'll obtain of this. Okay, so let's upload. Okay, so basically the file was uploaded to our app. If we go to file here, you see here is our file, but it is not stored to, I don't know, to a user or to the record that you are working with. What I will do is a workaround to disable a button if this last characters are not the value type that you want, the file type that you want. For example, if I have a button here that is save, so I will make it unclickable unless, let's say a variable that is here, it will be var check file type is valid. So this will be a yes, no, will begin being no, and will be only yes when Fileuploader's value file name, that is this, you remember? And I will extract with regex. And the pattern is the one that I sent in the chat.
Tim, can you make sure that pattern gets posted in the YouTube video and then also in the Facebook group?
And I will remove the dot here, this dot, to have only the SVG. Let's say give me a second. Okay. Implements is or hey. Give a second. Let's check what is happening here. One second. So I will upload it again. Okay, do you see that the expression is extracting these last ones?
Yeah.
So basically I will set this to, I will make this clickable only if this is this, right? Or if your file types, you can create, for example, an option set here, like, I don't know, file types, for example, and you can be maybe allowed only SVG, and let's say also PNG, for example, no more. So
and I know for 4 of you, it's your first office hours ever. If you ever have any questions, because sometimes we're moving quickly, just ask us to slow down and explain things. We don't mind interruptions.
okay, I will use here arbitrary text in this scenario to be able to put my complete expression here. That will be easier. So only if these files that are allowed contains my text, and my text will be this, right? Sorry, because we are evaluating. Sorry. An option set. So we'll need to do it here again. Value, name, extract. Sorry.
I wish I always understood why some things show up in one place and not the other. I mean, I know there's a reason for it, but I just wish I understood the reasons.
Yeah. Sometimes Babel is let you create like more robust expressions in the first sentence, in the first part, but in the second, no. So I will need to update it to, give me a second.
Are you looking for the contains list?
Yeah, sometimes this is tricky. Since a lot of time I didn't do that, but doesn't allow me to do it too. Okay, don't worry. We can figure out. We can. File type uploaded. So first of all, I will try to find the file type and then check if it is allowed or not. So
So the concept that a couple of things that maybe you're not familiar with. Have you learned about hidden variables or ever heard about hidden variables? This is a general question for the group.
No, I haven't.
No? Okay, so you've heard about custom states. You're familiar with custom states? Okay, so a hidden variable is something that we often use in place of custom states. It's pretty much the same concept. It's just using a physical group on the page, or a lot of times we'll hide them in a pop-up that's never shown. But it gives you a place to store information because it's essentially the same thing. A group has the option of having a content type, and then if you do set a content type, you can set the data source. So these are groups that won't be shown on the page, but they're storing data and comparing data to give us values that we can use in our workflows and conditions.
okay, I think it is now. Let me check it. Okay, so something that is not private.
Well, a good thing is we can't see what you're pointing to.
Okay,
So.
this is a file. Okay, so this file is not allowed. If we inspect here, the var type that we uploaded is an ECS, right? And here we have the other one that is check if it is valid. So the types that are allowed is SVG and PNG. So this list contains this file that is the previous one, so no. So it will remain no, not active or not clickable, right? Now let's upload an SVG. And now it is allowed to me to click and save, right? And it depends on the layout that you have in your page. For example, if it is a pop-up, so you can add a rule that when the pop-up is closed, right? Delete the file of the file uploader, for example. If it is in the page, maybe you can create a rule that when the file uploader is uploaded, create a thing, for example. So you can create a new thing that can be like temporary uploads, right? And daily delete them.
Yeah,
right?
that's smart.
Only,
I like that.
yeah, daily delete them if it is not attached to something, or yeah, you can play with that logic. I don't know if you want to expand the idea, but yeah, happy to do it or to whatever.
Well, let's go back to the design tab and just show them the logic in those
Okay, the logic
groups.
for
So
sure.
this is the hidden variable 1. And you'll notice that Juan names all of his groups, even when he's making a prototype. It's because he's super smart and very careful and organized. And it's a smart thing to do. So a hidden variable in this case is just a group that's never shown on the page. In this case, he actually has it showing this element is visible on page load, but it's practically invisible. So it's set to the type of content being text, and then the data source is going to be the file uploader's values, files, name, and then you're just extracting the extension. So he used the regular expression that he showed you. Can you show them the regular expression? Have you ever worked with regular expressions before, Nahum?
I have not. Is that
No?
something you install?
Yep. So regular expressions are something that's native in Bubble that you can work with, and it's a whole study in and of itself. But essentially, what it is it's a way for code to go in and compare the text to a pattern. And so what Juan entered in the chat was the pattern that you're looking for to get the extension from a file. So that's how you can compare which extension it is, get the letters from the extension and compare it to what's allowed or not. And then have you worked with option sets yet?
Yes, I have, but I haven't implemented them.
Okay, so the second part of what Juan did was he added an option set. An option set is interesting because it's kind of like a data type, but also not. You can have an option set. The main difference is that option sets are loaded on every page with the browser, so they're always available. It makes it very easy to show drop downs very quickly. And just to kind of allow things that are going to be consistent throughout your app to be available all around your app. The thing with option sets is you cannot update an option set from the front end. So they're static. They have to stay the same all the time. So go back to the option set one. So what he added was an option set for which file types are allowed. So he was entering the letters after the dot in a file name. He was entering the letters that we are going to allow. In this case, he didn't need to add any attributes. He just needed to add those letters that would be allowed. And that's what gave him in the second hidden group. If you go back to the design,
Mhm.
That's what allows him to compare the file name of the file that was uploaded, compare for regular expression, the extension letters to the letters that we have allowed via the option set. So
Basically here we are retrieving a list of text. Let me maybe show it
sure.
here. So here we retrieve the option set, that is file types allowed, and the display, if I hover this, it show to me that we are evaluating a list of file types. That is an option set. But if I move to the right, now we are evaluating a list of texts, right? That are the name of them. So if I preview this, it will show me them separated by commas as a list of text, right? So what I am trying to find if this list of texts that I told the app that are allowed contains the text that I will upload here, or the file type that I will upload. So I will upload this one. And here, first I am extracting the type of file. And then I tell the app, okay, this list of texts that I have here contains this text. If yes, it will turn this to valid or to yes. So, but I changed the name to valid to be more, yeah, I don't know. And this becomes clickable. If not, let's say this is an HTML. If not, because this list of text doesn't contain these, so I will say, okay, this is invalid. So this will remain inactive or unclickable by default. Do you see?
Is that making sense?
Yeah, that's making a lot of sense.
Okay, awesome.
Because before I was doing it in like workflows, like contains, file name, and it was really messy.
Yeah.
But this looks a lot better.
Awesome.
Yeah. You have access to this? Yes.
No, they don't have access
No?
to it, but I can copy it into an app that they
Okay.
can have access to it. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And then another thing that we often do in office hours is you can share your screen and we can talk you through things so that then you have it already in your app at the end. So awesome.
Okay.
Let's see. Tila, you came in. Do you have any questions for this evening?
No questions.
No, just hanging out. Let's
Yeah.
see. Did Bubble ever fix that? Did the bug that you put in with Bubble about the you mentioned it in the Slack today with the webhook, was that the one we worked on last week?
Yeah, that one from last week, it's not resolved. So they did some testing on their end, connecting to my app, and confirmed that the app is sending information out when the webhook is triggered, but like for whatever reason, Thrivecart it's not getting to Thrivecart and vice versa. So when we tested I tested Thrivecart, it can receive a message, but for some reason the two just aren't talking to each other. I don't know.
Dysfunctional relationships. Communication is key.
I might have to. I'm gonna try Zapier, being the middleman here.
Oh,
But
like Andrew McBurney suggested.
yeah, I didn't want to rely on Zapier if I didn't have to. But I think in the meantime, and then I'm gonna get with Thrivecart and see if like I want to try to get Thrivecart and Bubble to talk to each other.
Yes.
So if their tech teams will talk to each other, maybe we can figure out what's the missing piece here.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm a big, I don't prefer to use Zapier. I mean, I know it's pretty simple and I've worked with it before, but it just irks me knowing that we have the power of the API connector.
Yeah.
So why should I then pay for a service to do something that I know Bubble can already do?
Exactly.
So, yeah. Yep. Awesome. We'll come back around. Let's see. Thomas and Ben, you still don't have any. I think Ben dropped off already. Thomas, you still don't have any questions?
Nope.
Nope. All right, and we'll swing back around to Lachlan and Jonathan. Anything yet?
No, I'm just here, just learning for the first time. I think just getting
Just getting
familiar
used
with
to
it.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, gotcha. And then Fabio and Nahom, anything?
Nahum, do you have any other questions for Tonya?
Yeah, I guess I have one more. I'm just trying to do like when files are uploaded, I'm trying to get a progress bar to increase percentage.
Okay.
Sorry, can you repeat it, please?
Let me just
When
share.
files are uploaded, he wants to get a progress bar going.
Yeah, so
okay.
when one of these files are uploaded, I want this progress bar to go up. Or if one is deleted, to go back down percentage.
Okay.
I guess in that case, we will probably need to communicate, right, through Bubble, like what's the total number of documents that need to be uploaded, right? That would be your 100%. Sorry, I'm I'm thinking out loud, but yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, may I share my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, you
go
can
ahead.
always take over the screen. You don't have to ask anymore. We love this new rule. Everybody feels very powerful.
Okay, let me see if I'm not wrong. I created here a text below the upload file. And what I did was, okay, file upload, let's do it again. So my file uploader, right? And here is a property of it.
Oh, I
the
think this is
upload.
a little bit different.
This one?
Yep. So they're saying after it's uploaded, they're expecting 3 different files. So each one is roughly 33% of a total of 100%. And so they're saying that after it's been uploaded and it's in the system, it would be, if they only have one, it would be 33% and change. And if they had 2, it would be 67%. And if they have 3, it's 100.
Okay. So, but you are using the multifile uploader, or they are like 3 single ones of this? I mean, like you are using this type of multifile uploader, or this one?
Yeah.
Can you share 1 second your screen again, please?
So this is a multi-file uploader, and when you drop files in here, this is a progress bar element.
Okay.
This one right here.
But you will close your multifile uploader, and no, this will be, I mean, this will be a separate step. You first upload all your documents, and then you go to this page that you are showing, right?
Yeah, the file uploader is the pop-up of this page.
So Tila's asking, are uploads always 3? There's always 3 uploads.
And you will have always 3, or this will become higher in the future? Or for the near future will be always 3?
Yeah, 3 for now.
Okay. And they should be, because maybe we will need to check each one, like 1 second. I am thinking, how do you know that they uploaded the proper FAFSA form, the enrollment certificate are not, and I don't know, I upload 3 pictures, but a picture of a hamburger, a pizza, and a sandwich. I mean, I was thinking in
Are you
something like that.
hungry?
So that's a good question because right now,
I haven't figured that out yet.
yeah, well, right now we're gonna probably a lot of what we're doing is probably gonna require some manual review. In the future, we're gonna put in some features to be able to validate that. But right now we're just probably gonna have them submit those documents, and then someone is gonna be reviewing those before.
And where you are storing them, can you show me your database when you upload them? How you create the records? Do you have files for each type of file uploaded? Sorry, do you have a field type for each one? I think
No.
yes, maybe. Can you go back to data types? There, okay, there is outflow file uploader, and this is
That's for a different page.
Yeah, that's for budget info data intake. That's a different page. I think we might have to create one right now, home.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that I understand the idea. Let me share my screen 1 second. Okay, so what I will do probably is similar as the previous one, as the example that I created here. What I will do will be creating hidden variables. So I will say var file 1 is okay, for example. And this will be, I will do it with a number. Instead of a yes, no, I will do it with a number. And I will tell you later why. So it will become 0 first. And when the file uploader value is not empty, but you can change these with the, for example, users, I don't know, exam uploaded or whatever. I mean, you can have like, let's do it here. File 1, and let's say this is not empty, and then file 2. You told me that they will be 3 always, right? Mm-hmm. If yes, I will have 3 fields here, but if not, I will have a separate object there. But this is only just to show you my idea that you can have it with the file uploader value is not empty, or you can, like, if it is the current user, file 1 is not empty, right? It is maybe only to show you like the logic, right? And I will do the same for, I don't know, var file 2 is okay. And it will begin being 0, and the other one will be like file uploader, let's say. It will be the B, and let's see.
But when they go to that page later, I mean, are they coming back to that page after they've uploaded?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Fabio and Nahum.
Like after, yeah, they are.
So like they'll log
Just
out and
pop
log
up.
back in, because the file uploaders will be empty when they come back, right, friend?
Yeah. This will be empty, or they can, but sorry, you can have here the name or whatever. That's the reason why I explained it first here, that if if this is a field where they store the data. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I mean, this can be do it with the field that they store the file, or with the inputs that they are doing there, or it can work if the user fulfilled all the inputs, for example. For example, if you want to know how much progress do you have based on the number of inputs that you have answered, this can work for that too. So, and here, for example, total steps, I will say that if my total steps will be 3. So if they upload 3, my percentage will be 100, right? And if upload 1 will be 33%, right? So I will add a text here that will be I think I need another one. A second. This can be sum of checks, for example. So this will be the sum of var file 1 is okay, plus var file 2 is okay, plus var file 3 is okay. This is the 3. So all of them will be always 0 unless they have a condition that triggers that it is 1. So it can be the current user's files is not empty, or it can work with inputs like file uploaders or a regular input for text, right? I'm not sure if I make me understand in that part, because I think this is the more important one. That this can work with the stored values, or simply values that the user is typing on the front but are not stored.
Got it. No, I understand it. I just want to make sure Nahum understands it. And also Tila had suggested using custom states.
Okay, yeah, it can work too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say.
Is that making sense, Nahum?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Following.
I think I would probably do it a little differently, but
yeah,
this works.
And this will be the sum of checks divided by total steps formatted as a percentage. So let's preview this. For example, this kind of logic works super fine for filters. Have you noticed that the Canvas template, the filters, the number of filters, that it shows, okay, 1 filter, 2 filters based on conditions? When you have a lot, it is crazy to make them to work. So that's where I found this too. So if I
yeah, this is another thing I love about you, is you think way into the future.
So here I uploaded, thank you. Here I uploaded 1. So the sum is 1, and the total steps that I have is 3. So I have this progress. Then when I upload another one, let's say this one. So this is valid, and when it's valid, it will turn 1. So the sum is 2. So this is the percentage. And when I upload something else here, 100%. This can work for inputs. For example, let's say that you are validating that the user upload things here, and then only when 100% allowed to save, you can do this. Or if the user already stored files, you can do it without the inputs. You can do it with the user that you are displaying if they have all the 3 files, for example.
Awesome.
You can do it also if it is a multifile uploader with the count. So if you uploaded 3 files and the total is 3, so you can avoid these steps for all of them.
How do we tie that back to the bar, the progress bar?
Is your progress bar
okay.
the regular bubble progress bar?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
regular.
it's just the expression that that Juan has there in that text. You would just paste it as the percentage.
But without, only
with
the number.
Just the number then, yeah. Does that make sense?
So I don't know why it displays here. Like, this should be 0. Let's see what happens here. This is weird. Let me check what is happening. Percentage. Sum of checks.
Oh, I think it's just looking for like, I think you need to multiply it or something. Like,
Let's see, because this should be
Divide.
0. Hmm. This is weird. Let's see. Let's play with this with a number. Input base value. Hmm?
what?
The percentage is 1. Okay, something is bad.
I think
here.
it's considering a decimal place
Yeah,
on the last 2 digits.
Okay, like this.
That's kind of how it's seeing. No, like it's seeing, yeah, so it would see that as 10.11%. No, you don't need to put it. It's just how it reads it.
Mm,
That's how the progress bar is reading it.
yeah, but
it's like Stripe.
okay.
Yeah.
But 0 should be 0, not this.
Oh,
half
it always
here.
shows you some. I've found. You'd probably have to custom make one if you wanted it to not do that. I've never found how to remove it totally.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, but yes, the idea is that you can copy this expression here.
You could stylize it any way you want with a repeating group and columns.
Yeah.
So
Or maybe adding another progress bar.
yeah, there's
curated
probably
one.
a much better progress bar plugin. Just I'm careful with how many plugins I use.
Maybe this seems to be fine. Let's play with this one. This is weird too. Okay, this is a test publish, maybe. Okay, yeah, but I will play with these maybe. Meanwhile, you are doing another questions, and we'll find out answer for these weird.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, that the logic I get, so that's the main thing.
Awesome. Well, Jesus, if you're watching, we didn't get to your questions this evening during office hours, so I will do a loom for you and we will put it in the vault. Speaking of which, we're launching our Pro NoCoders Vault, which is a compilation of Bubble tutorial videos based on questions that we've received from people who are just trying to get by in Bubble. And we are launching that for this Friday, and we're very excited about it. If you would like to sign up and know when it is ready to be purchased, first of all of our members already get the vault. Your membership includes the vault, so no worries there. But if you want to check it out, you can go to pronocoders.com/vault and sign up, put your email in here, and you'll be notified as soon as it's available for purchase. And you can check out one of our vault videos here to see what it'll be like. We will be back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time for office hours episode number 162. Thank you everybody for watching. Oh, and don't forget, Justin will be here tomorrow and he will show us how to use the Flexbox editor to create a messaging UI. See you then, everyone. And for those of you, we're moving into our after hours for our members. So members only, don't go away.
Thank you.